As of 1 hour ago, I just quit my job. As of 1 hour ago, I just quit my job, okay? And when I tell you, a literal like weight has been lifted off my shoulders because this has been I'm 25 years old, okay? I I worked I worked damn near elementary school, maybe like 5th, 6th grade. I worked damn near all through junior high. I worked all through high school, okay? I worked all through fucking college, okay? This right here was one of the worst and and maybe one of the most awful maybe one of the most terrible environments that I have ever worked in, and it was only because of one fucking person, okay? It was literally because of my manager. I I've never worked for a fucking tyrant, okay? I've never worked for a tyrant and I've never worked for a bully. I got all of that working at this one job. I got all of that working at this one job. And I earlier and this is the thing, right? I want to make this video and hopefully post this video because I I took a lot just from working at this job, right? And I was feeling a little combative quitting because one, I don't live online, but I do see this shit online, right? So I'm 25. I'm in Gen Z. So I didn't want it to be another. I didn't want to be another Gen Z quits the job type shit, right? And Gen Z no longer wants to work type shit, right? Working at this job, I've realized that it's not that Gen Z doesn't want to work. It's that the earlier generations have become so comfortable being treated like shit, okay? And it's fucking scary. It's fucking scary, okay? This job that I quit as of an hour ago, my entire team was was made up of elderly women, right? Now, I worked in a warehouse, and throughout the warehouse, there are other sections with other grown, older people, right? I, I found out that my manager has worked in every section, right? Every single section of this warehouse, and he has fallen out with all of the men that have worked on these sections, and they moved him over to the section that I was at, right? Cool. And I don't the difference that was the difference of these two staffs of the staffs that I'm on that I was on and the ones in the warehouse, this staff, and I kid you not, right hand to God, this staff was mainly older women, okay? Mainly older. I was probably there was one older guy and another. I'm 25. He was probably what, 23. All females, okay? All ladies, okay? And the way he would talk to these people, the way he would talk to these ladies made my skin itch, okay? It made my skin itch because I was looking around to see who was going to check him. I was looking around to see who was going to check this man because how do you not have a grandmother? Do you not have a mother? Do you not have a sister that's a mother? Do you not have I just couldn't fucking fathom how comfortable he was talking to these ladies like this. Okay? I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And then what started to peeve me was he started being nice nasty with me. He started being very nice nasty with me. And at 25 years old, when I worked jobs in fucking high school, junior high, and college, I cannot and will not continuously work for someone that's having fun degrading, okay? That's a no. That's a fucking no. That's a no in my book. So I was just like, it gotta go. It gotta go. And I worked at this job for damn near 10 months. Okay? For damn near 10 months. My main problem is I extended my stay. You know what I mean? I knew the party was done. Lights came on. They started cleaning. And I extended my stay. That's a no-no, okay? I want to make it very known. Do not extend your stay, okay? At some point, your body knows when to leave. Leave. Because I kid you not, I was physically looking stressed, okay? I was physically, mentally, and emotionally drained going to this job every fucking day, okay? And I knew when to leave. I knew I should have left months ago. I should have left. This is a big tell, okay? I should have left, right? When someone that doesn't do the job, has not done the job, and does never do the job that I was hired to do, tells me how to do the job. That's just that. I should have known when he called me delusional for explaining my job. I should have known, but I extended my stay. And you know what's crazy? The reason why we're in front of the shelf and we're going to be continuing in front of the shelf, right? I forever wanted to make a video, all right, about my books. I wanted to chat. Listen, I have bullied my mother into being into a book club, and somewhere along the lines she was just like, no, I'm over it, right? I should have made a book video long time ago, right? I do nothing, okay? I do nothing, okay? I worked past tense because as of an hour ago, I quit that bitch. I worked 13 hours, 5 days a week, okay? And I know there's gonna be someone, shut the fuck up, okay? Simple. I worked 13 hours, 5 days a week. Saturday and Sunday, I don't leave this room. I scour the bookshelf, okay? I do nothing. When I started working, it was at 7 a.m., right? Then we moved to 8 a.m. I had to get up 4 hours earlier in order to get on the road to make it to work for 8 o'clock. and then I work 13 hours. That's not normal, okay? That's not normal. And the reason why I call my boss a tyrant is because the company has their own sets of rules, right? He, being a manager, structured his own sets of rules. So I'm not going based on, like let's say, right? We work at 8 o'clock. Now, company policy says 5 to 10 minutes grace period, right? Because who, now, granted, you could get to work on time, right? Shit happens though. So they give you that 5 to 10 minutes. My manager, no. 8 o'clock is 8 o'clock. And I found that to be weird, okay? I found that to be weird. That you are going outside of company policy, you're making your own shit. Just and I couldn't understand why. Because we never started at 8 o'clock. We never started at 8 o'clock. So I could not figure out why you're going to take away that grace period just for the fun of it. Just for the fucking fun of it. Okay? And then, so with company policy, right? Company policy, right? If we're scheduled to work at 8 o'clock, they give you that 5 to 10 minutes of a grace period, right? Now, after the grace period, you're late. Granted, right? You're late. So you start accumulating points. Now, I would have said patience if you're going by company policy and I'm arriving after the grace period and you're giving me a point, right? Cool. That my bad. But you now are you cut me short and then you pile on points just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Just because you can. Just because you can. Anywho, okay? Fuck that job. At 25 years old, fuck that, scratch that. At whatever age you are at, and you're working a job where you physically, mentally, and emotionally know is draining you, the people there are draining you, leave. Leave, okay? Because we as I'm gonna say the United States. We as the United States have made it so fucking normal to overextend our stay. We have made it so fucking normal to push past your exhausted point, and I find it to be weird, okay? I find it to be weird. I find it to be nasty. I find it to be detrimental. Plain and simple. So I quit. And now we are starting with something that I mainly wanted to do. Okay? I mainly wanted to chat books. I couldn't chat books when I was working 13 hours a day, 5 days a week. I couldn't chat books, okay? I just couldn't do it. So now we're gonna chat books. Not now, but now. So this was this is not the first. This will not be my first video. I think this is. I think this will be video number 4. If I'm thinking, because I do believe there's 3 videos already here. And in that, we did chat books. But you see, I stopped because I started working this job. Full circle moment. Full circle moment. So, yeah. My name is Jalen, by the way. I didn't even say that. You guys have been perched up on top of Phantoms. Hey. Psst, psst, psst. Yeah, you guys been perched up on top of that. I can't wait to get into these shit with y'all because you know what's tea? Okay, I'll give y'all a little. I really wanted to do. I really wanted to do a 24-hour reading challenge, and I really want to do a get to know me. Those are the two videos that I have been like very eager, like very. This is Grandpa. Rest in peace. I have been very fucking eager to do those two things, okay? 24-hour reading challenge and a get to know me because I watch a lot of YouTube, okay? I watch a lot of book YouTube to be specific, and they chat about some of the books that I read, but they don't like chat about some of the books that I read. Like like in a book club where everyone like reading the same book and then everyone's talking about it, and then like you're like, wait, you didn't peep this, you didn't peep, like I was just like, but you didn't peep this, you didn't peep. So I was like, I want to chat, okay? Maybe I'll give y'all a bookshelf tour. Do I want to do it right now, or do I want to keep this as it is? I'll keep it as is, okay? So, look out for that. Look out for... Bro, and also... obviously I'm not keeping it like that. Bro, also... I picked some good shit, okay? I picked some good shit. I have some favorite authors. I have some new... Bro, I picked good shit, okay? So, yeah, we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that, but we're gonna get into that. So, bye.